Hello, everybody. Happy Monday, the 3rd of February 2025. We made it through January. Hurrah! So, I hope you've had a lovely week last week and that your weekend was nice. And I really felt like we were moving into a different month, which obviously we were, but it just really felt like there was a shift in the energies. And I know there's a lot going on in the skies this week with all the different planets doing different things, and they'll obviously have an impact on, how we're feeling this week. We can use those energies to our advantage and certainly be aware of them. And that's the whole point of these lives each Monday, so you have an idea of what's coming up. I'm here slightly earlier today because I've got another commitment at 12. So that's why I'm coming in earlier this week. So thanks for joining me live or for watching the replay. And thank you to everybody that took advantage of January's special offers. I'm really enjoying meeting those of you that have bought my card deck and qualify for the free reading. That's really nice. And also the Discover Your Path readings have been going really well as well. Just to say, the Discover Your Path readings are still available, but it's at the normal price now, £120. So this week, it's interesting. There's this kind of what I'm sensing when I was talking to my guides and what we were chatting about is this kind of energy of, let's get on with our plans. So we obviously had the new moon in Aquarius, and, it was all about setting our intentions and, feeling into what it is we want to achieve in the coming months. And it feels like this week is about that. It's about actually taking the action. So that those intentions can actually, become more solid, become something that we're actually doing. But there's also this feeling of we might get this clarity and we might, start going for it. And then we are faced with, just because of what's going on in the skies, we are faced with a realization of what's really holding us back. And I know we talk about this all the time, but it's almost like we're going to get shown it. That's what it feels like. We're going to go, well, hang on, I'm making all this effort to get to this point and to do this in my life or my business or whatever it is. But why isn't it working, or why do I feel stuck? And it's almost like this clarity is coming in this week that perhaps we haven't had before as to what it truly is, maybe at the root of why we're blocking ourselves, or what is it that's standing in our way. So it's like we're going to become truly aware of our limiting beliefs and where we resist change. Okay, so that's interesting, isn't it? Because, it's like anything. When I do my work with my clients, they can say, I've been trying to achieve this, I've been trying to do that, and I really want to achieve this. But we realize that might not be, it might not be in alignment with what their soul wants, or B, it might be in alignment with what their soul wants, but there are energetic blocks or limiting beliefs in their way. So this is where it's really good to look at sort of their Akashic records, or look at, get my guides in to look at what their limiting beliefs might be as well. Because sometimes people are carrying all sorts of baggage, often from past lives or even ancestrally, or from something in this life. So, but as our souls now are starting to really try and lead the way, those of us that have been on this journey for a while will be noticing that what we have to do is really let go of how we get there, yes, we have to have a plan. Don't get me wrong, there does need to be a bit of a plan, but it's more about really visioning and knowing what your soul needs, and then the rest will follow. We need to let go of micromanaging it. So it might well be that we decide we're going to do something today, for example, and we're hoping that we'll have it finished or we'll be further towards it by the end of the week. But actually, there might be little U-turns and roadblocks, which might not actually be anything to do with us, but it might be the universe also giving us information that maybe we can go about it a different way. So we need to keep, it's difficult, isn't it? Because we've got our human side that really wants us to have this plan, and our ego like feels safe with the plan. But then again, and our soul wants us to have a plan as well, but at the same time it wants us to be a bit more freer with the details, a bit more in flow. Okay. So it's almost like we're going to get confronted with, as I say, what might be holding us back. And it could be that we're overthinking. That's another one. I mean, I know I'm guilty of that sometimes. Right, so what I really want you to do this week is to get into that space of trust and of allowing your soul to lead the way, if that's possible. Your soul knows that you've got a job to do. There's a reason why you're here. So let's all take time this week to connect in with our soul and to connect in with our guides and to connect in with our intuition. And I know I say this all the time, but this week it feels really important because we could get confused this week between what our soul wants and what our ego wants. All right. So, I'm just going to bring my guides in now. They're knocking at the door for me to channel them. So you'll hear from them now. Hello everyone, it's a pleasure to be here. So yes, it can be confusing, right, on your planet, especially when you're awake to everything and very aware that, your soul has a purpose, and that this is becoming more and more obvious to more and more of you now. And that is brilliant, but at the same time it can be confusing, because what if your soul wants something completely different to what you've been living, to what you've been doing? But this will, on some level, you will already know this, and it will have been showing up in different areas of your life. So anywhere where things are more difficult than they ought to be, really, or where you feel restricted or caged in, this is where you're hitting your limiting beliefs, where you're hitting maybe your past life blocks or your ancestral blocks, or even blocks that have occurred during this lifetime through experiences you've had, right? It's time to let go of, blaming experiences for why you can't do something, when in fact that experience was teaching you something about yourself. So this week you may feel like a bit of a mirror is being held up to you, where you'll have this clarity, particularly midweek, about what it is that you need to do or let go of or change, so that you could be truly on your way. All right. To be totally in trust, totally in faith, totally in alignment with what your soul is trying to show you. There is this sense of new beginnings, though, you'll be glad to know. And maybe that is because you're starting to listen more to what your soul wants. And with new beginnings may come a little bit of, oh, can I really do that? Should I really do that? Yes, of course you can. You're here to make a difference. You're here to follow your heart and your soul. So remember that. Also this week, pay attention to your dreams. Your dreams may well be showing you aspects of your life that aren't, again, that need clearing or aren't quite in alignment. There's a lot of you as well doing dream work. So what we mean by that is you're working through your in your sleep time. Now some of it could be, you know, dreams, and you're getting information through those, and actually you are healing yourself in those moments, but also healing aspects of the collective through your dreams. And then others of you are literally traveling off in the universe to do other jobs, and often quite healing jobs. So, but just notice what you're given this week in your dreams. Maybe do some dream journaling. For a lot of you that haven't quite let go of what you need to let go of, you know, on quite a major scale, it may become more evident this week, as if the scales are lifted from your eyes, or the rose-tinted spectacles are lifted from your eyes. All right, so it's quite a major week. There's lots going on with the planets. And they're here to show you, they're here to help you, to show you that, and to support you. So as Owen was saying, you may have this start energy this week where you're hungry to get on with everything, and you've set your intentions already, and you're taking the right action. And then by midweek, we feel you might think, you might be shown this, oh, this is why I haven't quite, this is why I'm not getting where I want to be. And then at the weekend, there's more clarity coming in for you as well. So quite a revealing week. It might not be comfortable, because there may well be things that are revealed to you that are uncomfortable, but they are necessary. So please listen to all of this message, including what Alvin had to say, and really, really take the time this week to tune into yourself, to your essence, and follow what you're given. And if you're not able to consciously do that, you know, through meditation or connection with yourself or your guides, your dreams in particular may well be showing you the way. There's always a way for the messages to get through, okay? So it is a good week, though. It sounds like a lot, maybe it is, but it is a positive week. All right, so we wish you well. So quite a lot going on there then. And I don't know if you felt, but I felt like my voice changed a little bit there when I was channeling. I feel like there's a new guide coming in for me, maybe. So if you have listened to all of this, please let me know what you think on that. So yeah, so you know where I am if you need some help with all of this. It's not always easy to navigate on our own. There's lots of ways I can help you, from the Spirit Guide hotline to a one-to-one session with me. I'm also opening up a group, well, it's already open really, the Empowered Woman Rises. That's starting this month as well. So, you know, there's lots going on. So if you're not sure where to start, we can have a free chat, discovery call, where we can go through perhaps what you might need. And that includes any development work as well. You know, if you're on your soul's path and you need help getting there, or you need help with clarity as to what that is, please, that's something else I can help you with too. All right, so I'm wishing you a great week, and I'll be back next week. Bye for now.